only check up when the checks come. My pockets looking blessed up. All the talking never stressed us. They talking like they jealous of me. They talking like they never love me. They talking like they next door. I still treat them like so.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Packers going up against the Falcons.
We appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember meeting him when he was playing at Cal, and I remember walking away thinking, instead of having Rodgers stitched on the back of his jersey, it should just say confidence, because that's how he felt about his own abilities and his ability to elevate a team.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now Rodgers. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. A toss to Murray. And some room to maneuver. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7 yards remain now on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Frank Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This is fielded at the goal line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throw left side complete. It's Logan. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, I'd like to be in the huddle with him right now. You know he's demanding the football. And guess what?
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Yeah, he gets 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
This is such a good read defensive. Get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 1 quarter gone in this NFC divisional round matchup. 10-3 the score. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after the...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Falcons! So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it.
Randall Cobb on a breakaway. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 75 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level.
And now the rookie's free. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Here's here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you worked on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. Now a give. This is Murray. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. On now is the Packers punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Looking to throw. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Ten yards still left on second down. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not doing it. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Time running out here on the play clock. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense. Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And the play clock's running down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Play clock winding down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Latavius Murray, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a score closer. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Packers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A gain of 32 that time. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, Kent.